outreach through social media, or is there any area to kind of track travelers' aids on social media?
Yeah, we're not putting a lot on social media because we're like, it's really some other, we don't run any shelters. So we're just like disseminating information to clients that was on Sunday and Monday. But we haven't put any information on social media because we don't actually operate the shelters. But they can always call 311 to get information, any current information.
One of our experts and one of the people we rely on for homeless aids, Linda Lewis with Armstrong Services, just said that unless you're certified by Unity, Hotel Hope doesn't take families with children. So is that different now during this emergency, or what's the policy there?
Yeah, they're in emergency situations. Shelters have been taking individuals without that referral. So on, I would say Monday, a call was put out to all shelters to find out their availability, how many people they could have, and then all of those criteria are not in place because it's an emergency situation.
Okay, well, we're getting a kind of a different story there, so let's hope we work that out.
Yeah. Under normal circumstances, they do have to have a referral from Unity, but under emergency situations now Hotel Hope could possibly be full right now.
Okay. Well, when we finish this interview, just please go and check, because a lot of the housing situations will happen now because the ice and the snow can damage folks' infrastructure. So folk who may have had some housing, whether it's emergency, supportive, or temporary, we may even have a greater need now. I think because with a lot of folk, we don't understand is that the ice and the weight of the snow can damage a lot of the infrastructure. So I think we really, really need to be mindful now to make sure that all of our assets are available. So what about trauma and mental health and some of those issues? How are you guys prepared to deal with that?
Yeah, we're dealing with those issues on a daily basis. As we know, we have a very broken mental health system as a statewide level. So we're with our clients, of course. We're continuing to provide the services that we typically provide, with getting them, after the situation, getting them to needed doctor's appointments, therapy appointments, and things like that. So we'll continue to provide the holistic services that we've been providing, being able to check up on all of our clients once this incident is over, and being able to provide them the needed resources.
And I think you guys also have the LEAD program. Explain that program and how it works.
Yeah. Sure. LEAD is the Law Enforcement Assisted Diversion Program. We currently work in the 6th and 7th district and work with individuals who have low-level criminal charges to try to get them diverted from the criminal justice system and get them with case management with Travelers Aid. Some individuals are arrested for crimes that will be typically related to homeless individuals, such as trespassing. So we try to get them diverted from the criminal justice system. We provide them with all of the resources, try to get them in permanent housing to avoid the criminal justice system.
And what are you guys doing differently, just so people can have an understanding? We rarely have this type of weather event. How has it affected Travelers Aid and your emergency staff differently? And what should people expect? Because we're used to floods, we're used to rain, we're used to winds. We're not used to snow blizzards.
Exactly. And most of our staff typically work outside and work with individuals who are unhoused to try to get them the resources. So, of course, we've had to shift a lot of those things. It was our primary focus to get individuals into shelters. So try to get those who had not gone to the transitional shelter in those areas to try to get them to temporary shelter. So the main thing is we wanted to get individuals out of the elements so that they would not, these are dangerous temperatures and dangerous conditions. So we didn't want them in those conditions. So we really worked to get most of the individuals we were working with on the streets to get them into the temporary shelter that was provided. And then once they're, released from those shelters on tomorrow, by noon, be there to transport them to where they need to go, and then continue. Like, our goal is to end homelessness, so continue to work with them to get them in house, and so that when a storm like this comes again, we don't have hundreds of individuals who are on the streets.
And so, what is the status? Have you guys gotten a program update this morning from your people to know exactly where we are? And we're talking to Donna Paramore, right? Ms. Paramore, did I pronounce your name correctly?
Yes.
So are your services, are they stretched to the limit now? What can we do to help during this? Because I know your staff is out there. And after this, how can we continue to help Travelers Aid?
After this, how you all can continue to help Travelers Aid is to advocate on behalf of the homeless. I know you're familiar with the situation with the transitional shelter that the state has put in place. We're going to have to pick up the pieces of that in those 60 to 90 days when all of that is over. So we certainly need collaborated efforts with all of those individuals who are in the transitional shelter that don't get housed and individuals that are on the streets to get housed. So it really takes collaborative efforts between, we work with the city, with Unity, and with the state to be able to get these individuals off the street. So when this storm is over, and then we have the Super Bowl that has been a big push to almost hide homeless individuals, and what happens when all of those individuals are not hitting anymore and still need the services and resources. We need collaborative efforts, between the city and the state.
Well, we can't hide poverty. We can't hide misfortune. We can't hide natural disasters. And we can't hide people, and we shouldn't hide them. So hopefully this effort, as you call it, to hide, becomes an effort to help instead of hiding, because we know the ugly side of what happens with misfortune, what happens in an economy that doesn't consider everybody. It rears its ugly face, and it will continue to, unless we band together to make sure that people are not houseless, homeless, that folk have the same economic opportunity as others, and that people are safe. As we close out this piece, once again, how can people kind of track what you guys are doing? What's the list of where people can go, and what's your advice to folk as we continue to struggle through this?
Yeah, I would say in terms of the up-to-date information, you would call 311 to get that up-to-date information. I'll put as much information as I can on social media. It's very difficult for staff to get out in these conditions, but we're encouraging, people who are near shelters, if you see someone, please try to navigate them to the Treme Center or to Grace at the Green Light on Rampart Street. That are the warming centers, and they can get something to eat. So I would say during this critical time when we're still not able to move about, we need everybody to help. So if you see someone, try to guide them towards shelter, because we really did a good job of getting as many people off the streets as we possibly could in collaboration with Unity and the city. So I would say through these next crucial 24 to 48 hours, if you see anybody, try to navigate them towards the Treme Center or to St. Jude.
Well, so we appreciate you, Ms. Paramore. God bless you. And one more time, 311, but what's also a contact for Travelers Aid?
Yeah, Travelers Aid, they can call 504-658-2944.
We appreciate your time, Stan, and look forward to an update after this is over and a continual relationship with Travelers Aid.
Yes, thank you so much.
WBOK 12:30 a.m. With New Orleans is talking about Dr. Wyatt. Of course, you're in our prayers. We hope your situation doesn't further kind of descend. And let us know how you're doing, man. As always, my co-host, Dr. Wyatt, is also having some difficulty this morning. And WBOK, it's our station, guys. It's not just in everyday 365, but in times of need, you can always count on the Good Morning Show. You can always count on the Front Porch Reality Check, as well as the staff and management and ownership at Equity Media and WBOK. Talk to you guys later. Stay safe, stay dry, and heed all the warnings.